Right guys, Brandon, Ricky, Stephen, everybody else, if you're watching this, this is more one of my masterpieces. Right, a half a piece of spalted, looks like beech. It was a bigger piece and I cut it up into smaller blanks. I'm just going to turn a sort of a squarish bowl if I can get this to work right. I don't know. Now I might turn it into a wee bowl and put a lid on it and do something with it. Okay, so I'll adjust the camera and we'll get started and we'll get down to it. Right, as always, safety first. Check your piece is spinning freely before you start your lathe. Adjust your tail or adjust your banjo. Make sure this is in between centers. So my first object with this is to get a spigot on it. So this end is laying at a slight angle. By how much? Right, that's 60 mil at that side and it's 50 mil at that side, so there's 10 mil on it. So I need to bring that down. So turn your speed down and always your face shield. Right, well, how we look at that. Right, that's coming in nicely. It's not actually, it's not too bad at that, but I need a bigger spigot, you know, in depth to get my jaws on it. So I'll take another wee bit off it. I'll turn the speed up. It's not a bad looking bit of timber. Right. I just need to true the face of this up and make sure it's flat to go against your jaws. Just using the skew. Right, that's a bit better looking. Get the jaws around that, okay. Just bring your tailstock back in before you tighten it really towards to go, because that will stand out before you tighten that. So if it's running out any, that'll sort it out. Right. So we'll just round this off. I'll get it into the round and then decide what we're going to do with it. And it's in the chuck now, so we can get the speed up a wee bit. Just using the bowl gouge. Just have a wee look at that and see how it's going. Still a wee bit to go yet before it's into the round. You can move your tailstock up, or your banjo on a wee bit. Right. Okay. That's brought that into the round, so I just need to take this top piece off and bring it to the rest over. It just turned out alright. I was worried in case it was a bit soft looking, you know. Right, we've got our foot on the bottom of it now, and then we'll finish the outside of it. Right, it's a good idea to stop the lathe and just have a look at your shape. Then again, as you're cutting, before you cut too much off. Now, there's a slight dimple in it here, so I need to take that out, and then we can sand that. That's not a bad looking bit of wood. That's an normal one, Brendan, from your garden. He says the other night, we're on Zoom. Last night we were all talking, and he says he wants his timber back. Right. Just here scraping it with the edge of the gouge, just to blend it all in. Just stop again and just have an wee look, and your fingers will tell you everything. There's a wee bit here. That's some pencil, no lead on it. There's a wee bit here, and there's a wee bit there. So you put your pencil down on, and you'll see that when it's turning. So you just gently take that wee bit down. Right, that's dead on now. We can sand that. Right, sandpaper. Turn your speed down a wee bit. If it's going too fast, it's not really sanding anything, you know. See what that's like. A wee bit of tear out there, needs a wee bit there, so hopefully I'm getting it out with sanding. I'm using a wee bit of 80 grit here. And there's nothing wrong with using 80 grit, a lot of people say. 80 grit. You want to be starting about 180 and 240. No, stop whatever you can. Do you want that? If you can get it sanded and it looks okay, never worry about anybody else. You're doing the turning, you're making the piece, so it's up to you. You know? Yeah, it just needs an wee touch here, and then we'll get the rest of the grits and go through it. Right, this is 120. I think it needs more piece of sandpaper on that. I think that's done. Right, that was a drill falling on the floor, guys. Oh, yeah. Just check it before you move on to your next grit, because if you move on to the next grit and you've got a mark on it or a line on it, you'll be sanding forever, you know. You're best getting rid of it with the higher grits or lower grits, whatever you want to, what way you want to look at it. Right, that's that one. This is the 180. Next, okay. What's this? Mm-hmm. 240. There's a wee bit. I seen it there when the light was shining on it. Can't find it now. Must have been just the way the light was shining. Anyway. Right. 240. C20. There's a wee bit there. As you're sanding it, when you're going up a grit, you'll see wee bits showing up. Because it's getting finer and finer. Looks alright. $400. And that'll do that. Right. We're going to taste the sand sealer on it and a bit of our stuff. We'll see what that goes. Bit of sand sealer, good shake. I mix this 50-50. 50 sand sealer and 50 cellulose thinners. A lot of people have their own sort of mix and what to put on. But I find the cellulose thinner, the tin, it's just too thick. That's my opinion. It's not, you know, use it and see what you think. You might have wanted to put it 70-30, you know. Just up to yourself. You know, if you find that's working for you, just mix it the consistency you want, you know. Just wrap a wee bit around the bottom. I know the bottom's not finished yet, but sometimes I just seal the edge of that. A wee two and a half at the end. I'll turn the lid on and give it a wee buff. I'm just going to use a wee bit of Yorkshire grit here. It's an abrasive for anybody that doesn't know what Yorkshire grit is. Just gets any wee fine lines or your sandpapers left. You know, they'll have to be fine, like. It wouldn't take it any scratches out. So when you just buff that off again, they come off in the cloth. When it stops coming off, you more or less you've got it all off, and you can go on to your next finish, which will be a wee bit of microcrystalline wax. I leave my cloth in the tin, it stops it drying out, and then you just have to let that out and give it a wee go of it. That way you're not running around with loads of cloths and stuff. When you come across a cloth that's dried out, it's no good to you. It'll leave marks on your piece, you know. There's another wee tip for you. Right, try to speed up, we'll buff that up. Right, that's the outside of that done. So I'll get it off and turn it down. Lovely figure that, isn't it? Lovely piece of wood. These were logs lying in my mate's garden. He cut them down a couple of years ago, but the undergrowth has grew over them, and he's trying to get his garden sorted out. And he waited us long to take whatever he wanted out of it. And I got a boot full of logs like that. A lot of them they were wet, so they were when I got them. But when was that? Must be 8 months ago, maybe longer. Anyway, I cut them into smaller planks to help them dry out, and some of them didn't fare too well. There's one that cracked. You can see there's nothing you can do about that. It cracked out, you know. But you may be able to get a wee bit of wood you need for a top or something. There's the other half of that. You know, it's nice looking wood, and it's been sitting in the shed for a good while drying out. There's nothing bad about turning green wood, but you have to remember it's wet, and if you turn it down to the final size, it'll probably crack and warp out of shape. You can rough your bowls down to a certain thickness, leave it maybe an inch, half inch, the same depth right round, and wrap it up in a bit of cellophane and stick it in a bag. Forget about it for a while. You can do your blanks that way, or you can go to the shop and you can buy very expensive blanks. And if you're just doodling about your shed, you know, there's no big thing you have to say. You have to buy expensive wood. You don't. Keep your eyes out. Right, guys. Sorry about this. I found out of space from camera, and it turned itself off there. So I'll just recap on what I've done here. We've turned the piece round. I've worked out I'm going to make a bevel going out in the outside border. We're going to fit a lid to this. I've hollowed the inside out, and I'm just going to go around and start the sanding now. So I'm going to turn the camera off again to save the space on the camera. The memory is very short in those cards, and it eats up very quick. You don't realise it. You're turning away, and you could have 20 minutes before you know where you are, and then it just takes too much space up. So I'll turn it off, and I'll start you up when I come back. I'm going to sand this just and finish the outside, just sand sealer as I've done before on the bottom, and then we'll turn it around, do the foot, clean that off, and then we'll make a lid and some sort of a finial for the top of it. Okay, so that's where we're at. And sorry about the messing around here and doing, because it's I'll have to get a bigger card, but all the shops being shut, you can't get into where you want to go. Okay, I'll be back shortly. Right, we finished the sanding in the inside, everybody, and went through the Yorkshire grit and the microcrystalline wax. We're just about to take the foot off, and the jaws was able to expand into the opening I had made. So even though it's an expansion mode, you want to be careful here, taking the foot off. And I just heard a crack. That's the thing that you don't want to hear. Let's have a wee look. we're okay. When you're putting anything back on, it's on expansion mode, and if it expanded too much, the force of it spinning, it just makes the force of the jaws double. So that's why I say easy. You've got the stage, you've finished the piece, bar of taking the foot off. Just going to use draw cuts instead of push cuts. That way you're putting less stress on the piece. You're forcing on the chuck, you're not taking it away. If you do it the other way, push cut, you're pushing it that way. Right, we're almost there, so want to have a wee look. I just need to re-tidy up. We'll just use the scraper and sort of put a wee dish in the bottom of this. Stop it and see where we're at. Right, that's dead on. You just check it for flatness across the face. Use one of the tools. Yes, it'll sit flat on the table. I'll just sand that up. So I'm going to stop the camera again. Okay. Right guys, we're back again. We finished off the inside of the wee bowl, dish, whatever you want to call it. We took the foot off, finished it. It's been waxed, polished. We now have a piece of, I don't know what the wood called, but it's a bit of flooring. One of our members brought us all, offcuts. Send to throw it away, and look, it's good hardwood, and that's what this is. I don't know what that is. It looks like mahogany or some sort of a hardwood anyway. So I put it on, I glued it on to a spigot. I brought it down to the round and it sized it up for the lid to fit in the rim. I'm going to cut a recess in the inside of this to catch so I can turn it round and finish the front of it. Why I'm doing this is I don't want it to be a big, I think it looks better just in flat. I'll take this in and bevel it in, give myself an edge to come to in the chuck, if you understand what I mean. I'll tell you what, it is hardwood. Slight bevel on to the inside. Just clean the face of that up. We'll get the brown nose scraper. So I think a wee bit more on that to get a better jaws effect on it. I should be able to catch that okay. Right, I'll get that sanded up. Very dusty. See that there? Yeah, it's a very dusty piece. Put a wee taste of salmon sealer on this. Just to clean it up a bit. I'm not going to put polish on it until I finish the outside of it because I want the jaws to grip on it. But that's not too bad. I'll just buff that up. Right. I'm going to take that out of the jaws. We'll turn it round. I've got on just a spare piece of wood here to put it on the chuck. Let's see if I can get it off this piece now. I'll just use hot melt to put it on the chuck. Let's hope. Again, you're in expansion mode. What am I moding about? Expansion. So we have about a 6mm lip on that. If you do it too tight, it'll break, and that'll be into that. Now, what I was thinking was, we'll sort of dome that, a dome effect. If you're with me, we'll just get the appropriate tool. We'll just get the spindle gauge. Just check the camera's still going. We are. That's too high, because we had it on the there it goes. I was just being a bit greedy there with my cut, and I just pulled it out. Yeah, these things happen. And what I can do is bring the tail stack up till I get that down to more where I would like it to be. That'll give you a bit of support while you bring this down to size. That's too low. That's hard. I just want to put it in the piece to get the right depth on the lip here. I want to sit it flush with the piece. You see that's sitting a wee bit proud, so I can afford to bring that down a wee bit more. Again, bring your tool rest up, or your tail stack up, to get your support. You just want to be gentle now with your cuts, because you want this to be a finishing cut, more or less, 1 or 2 cuts at it, because any more than that you'll be past your height. you also have to remember you've recessed this in the bottom, so if you go down too far here, you'll be through, and that'll be the end of that piece. We're going to see what it's like. I can get a wee bit more, not much. I just like it to sit just flush with that. And just use the round nose scraper to bring that on the line. Just see what that's like. I took a bite out of that. It's very grabby, that it sort of comes out in wee chunks. Took a lump out there and there. I don't know if I can get rid of it, but I'm sanding it. Right, it's almost there, so I'll try sanding that to take that wee discrepancy out. Actually, what I think it is, it's a crack, an expansion. I think if I sand this, it'll make it worse. At this stage, we'll find out in a wee second. See what that's like. There's a crack. 2 cracks. Hi guys, sorry about the problem with the videotape or the video. I run out of space on both cameras and I had to improvise. So this is the finished piece with lead and finial.